Hello friends, welcome back. So let's solve this together. The square root of 9 raised to power s in 4 places equals to 2. So the first thing that comes to mind is to add all terms together since they are the same. That is to say 4 times 9 raised to power s, of course the square root of is equals to 2. And we are fine. So what do we do next? We're going to let's take the square of both sides. That is to say 4 times 9 raised to power s squared equals to 2 squared. Yeah, and this will transform to be 4 times 9 raised to power s. You know, square root is 1 over 2 times 2 over 1 is equals to 2 raised to power 2. You see? So this the square will cancel the square root to be left with 4 times 9 raised to power x equals to, and of course 2 raised to power 2. This is 4. And if we want to divide through by 4, we have here divided by 4, and this other side divided by 4. Of course, we cancel 4, we'll be left with 9 raised to power x, and 4 we cancel 4 will be equal to 1. So the next thing we do, since we have 9s equals to 1, we're going to transform 9 in an index form. We want to write 9 in an index form. That is to say 9 is the same thing as 3 times 3, which is 3 raised to power 3. 9 has a component of the base of 3 and a component of the power of 2. So we're putting 9 as 3 raised to power 2 in this equation, and it becomes like so. 3 raised to power 2, that is the 9, raised to power s equals to 1. And remember, if we have a raised to power n and it's raised to power z, it is the same thing as a raised to power n times z. So 2 will multiply s to become 3 raised to power 2s equals to 1. 3 raised to power 2s equals to 1. And we're asked to find s, not 3 raised to power 2s. Okay, so if we must do this, if you remember the fact that a raised to power 0 is equals to 1, yeah, and 100 raised to power 0 is also equals to 1. What does it mean? Anything raised to power 0 is 1. So since we have 1 on the right hand side, if we say 3 raised to power 0, it is the same thing as 1. And this other side remains 3 raised to power 2x. You see this? So we have not done anything different from what it used to be. So 3 raised to power 2s is on the left hand side, and 3 raised to power 0, which is 1, is on the right hand side, and we are fine. Since this is correct, we are going to progress from here because we have a law, exponential law, that says when we have a raised to power 3 is equals to the same base raised to power r. We can say 3 is equals to r. Since the bases are equal, we have the impetus to equate their powers. So we're going to do that here. That is to say 2s is equals to 0. We have 2s equals to 0. So s, therefore, will divide through by the coefficient of s. It will be over 2 over 2. So s is equal to 0. If we have s equal to 0, let's try to check this out. If actually s that we got is equal to 0, how do we do that? We're going to put s equal to 0 in our original equation. If what is on the left hand side will give us what is on the right hand side. So to do this, we are going to have 9 raised to power 0 plus 9 raised to power 0 plus 9 raised to power 0 plus 9 raised to power 0 square root of equals to 2. And we know that anything raised to power 0 is 1. So we're going to have 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 square root equals to 2. And 1 plus 1, 2 plus 1, 3 plus 1, 4. So the square root of 4 is equals to 2. So if we do this, square root of 2, we know it is 2, and 2 is equals to 2. So our value we got as s equals to 0 is actually very correct. Thank you for staying tuned to this end.